and then we'll see this song come true. We shall overcome.
Ida B. Wells Barnett was born on July 16, 1862 in Holly Springs, Mississippi. She is the oldest of 8 children and oldest daughter of James and Lizzie Wells. 6 months after Ida was born, her family was free due to the Emancipation Proclamation. At the age of 14, both her parents and one of her siblings died from the yellow fever. Due to this tragedy, Ida dropped out of high school at the age of 16 to support her family. After getting the job, she then continued her education at Rusk College. An interesting fact about where Ida was born is that Holly Springs, Mississippi is 43 miles southeast from Memphis, which is where she eventually moved with her aunt to receive help to raise her siblings. It was here where she fought for racial and gender justice. One incident that happened to Ida in Memphis was that she was asked by a Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad Company conductor to give up her seat to a white man and order her to move to the Jim Crow car. She refused to give up her seat, which resulted in the conductor forcefully removing her from the train. She then turned to Memphis, hired a lawyer, sued the company, and won the case. At this time, she was 25 years old, and it was only the beginning of the struggles Ida would face. This event caused Ida to become a journalist. In 1889, she became a partner writer for the Free Speech and Headlight, which was also owned by Reverend Nightingale. Nightingale was the pastor of Beale Street Baptist Church, a church in Memphis where he encouraged his congregation to subscribe to the paper. This made the paper very popular and allowed Ida to leave her job as an educator. In 1892, another drastic event happened in Ida's life that strengthened her fight for racial and gender justice. 3 of her friends, Thomas Miles, Calvin McDowell, and Henry Stewart, were lynched. The 3 men were owners of a People's Groceries Company, which at the time were taking away customers from competing white businesses. As a way of weakening their profit, a group of white men tried to destroy their grocery company. In defense, the 3 men fought back and shot one of the attackers. They were arrested and dragged out of town and brutally murdered by a lynch mob. Ida then described her opinion on the matter when she wrote it in the Free Speech. Due to what she wrote, many people left town and others boycotted white businesses. Her newspaper office was destroyed and she was banned from Memphis. From there, she moved to Chicago. In Chicago, Ida helped create many African American women and reform organizations. In 1896, she formed the National Association of Colored Women. The focus of the National Association of Colored Women was to unite and secure the rights of women, children, and families. In 1895, Ida married attorney F. L. Burnett, the editor of one of the Chicago's early black newspapers. She retired shortly after being married. In 1906, she joined the Niagara Movement and was one of the 2 African American women to sign the call to form the NAACP in 1909. Ida wasn't happy with the legislature and leadership. She decided to run for the Illinois state legislature in 1930. She was known as one of the first black women to run public office in the United States. A year later, 1931, she died on March 25th in Chicago, Illinois.
We shall